It was a dark Saturday morning, December 9th, 1899, in Carbonado, Washington, a coal mining town above the Carbon River on the far eastern edge of Pierce County in Washington state. Each day of 1899 until that December morning when the whistle erupted, Carbonado sent 1,200 tons of soft bituminous coal on the Northern Pacific trains to California via Tacoma. At 7 a.m., the miners went on shift as usual. Reese Jones, the fire boss, had checked the mine for gas and had written no gas on the blackboard. The 75-man crew entered the number 7 mine, walking the 3-mile-long water-level tunnel freshened by several air shafts cutting the top of Wingate Hill. About 11 o'clock that morning, Benedict Ziedler, a 54-year-old German miner called Old Man Ziedler later in newspaper accounts, removed his safety lamp's cover light to light a corncob pipe. With a concussive whoosh, the flame ignited methane gas. Old Man Ziedler and son Bernie, 20, who was working with him, were killed instantly. James Conway, a mule driver, badly burned, stumbled out of the river-level main entrance to the mine. His brother, Thomas, ran to assist him. A party of weary Hungarian miners dragged themselves over the hill. They had been working in the upper crosscuts when the mine blew and had narrowly escaped by climbing out of one of the timbered air shafts which came out of the top of Wingate Hill. Another 30 died from the explosion and its after effects. Many suffocated from black damp, mining lingo for a toxic carbonic acid gas that forms from coal mining explosions. About 38 were injured. A 33rd death was Howell Meredith. He slid down an air shaft looking for his son Daniel. Daniel Meredith returned home that evening, unharmed, but his father died from the black damp. So great was the explosion that every miner heard it in every crosscut and shaft from the water level to the top of Wingate Hill. The shaft lay so far beneath the ground that it muffled the sound of the explosion, which went unnoticed by the townspeople. Word immediately passed upward to the town by a messenger who ran up the 400-foot canyon side carrying the horrific news to the mining officials. The steam whistle, shrill and loud, pierced the mist. Everyone in town heard the shrill disaster whistle. Some 2,500 people lived in Carbonado. They knew the whistle meant something that had happened down below, but they never felt a rumble. And the men and boys working in the Carbon Hill Coal Corporation, mine number 7, never had a chance. Wives, parents, daughters, and sons of miners who heard the whistle knew it had been triggered by a cave-in or explosion. They ran screaming to the mine entrance. News was sketchy. The company, invoking an early variant of spin control, shut down telephone and telegraph communications with Tacoma 40 miles to the west. When word finally reached Tacoma, Pierce County Sheriff, the coroner, a team of doctors, and Governor John Rogers left a special train bringing help to Carbonado. At 7:30 p.m., the company's store where the townspeople had clustered all day awaiting news closed down. Still, no news had come, and the anguished wait continued. Finally, at 9 a.m. the next day, the gas had cleared enough to allow rescue crew entry. All could see that many men had been killed. The dead remained in the mine until the living were given aid, then were moved to the Carbonado Company Hospital. No miner had insurance. 30 victims were members of the Knights of Pythias, which gave about $25 to each family. Their families faced a bleak Christmas. They had to evacuate company-owned houses by December 31st to make way for new miners and their families. In all, 16 widows and 45 children, 6 aged parents, and numerous other dependents had relied upon the now-dead miners for their sustenance. Most of the victims of the disaster were buried in the Carbonado Cemetery in the last row. December 9th, 1899 is Carbonado's blackest day.